재배는 몬투요 이타쿠아까지 했고 포카라 가보죠.
DJ Perico, the parrot. His dream in life was to be a mixtape DJ, which essentially means yelling over someone else's song and then charging people for it.
DJ Perico!
Fortunately for the music industry, life got in the way. Corner boy at age 13, crack charge at 14, attempted murder at 15. Rather than do a bid in a gladiator academy, he fled to Mexico. He had a cousin in Santa Blanca, got a job as a sicario, a hitman. However, if Santa Blanca had run his sheet, they'd have seen he'd only attempted murder. Another way of saying he was a fuck-up. Like he missed 2 guys in the front seat of a Wrangler. I mean, how hard is that? It was only a matter of time before he annoyed the shit out of every single member of the cartel and got his corpse thrown back across the border, except El Sueño took a liking to him. Perico amused him. He can't shoot a gun, but he can shoot his mouth off. So,
Good morning, Bolivia!
El Sueño found a role for him. Pirate radio, propaganda. Spread the good word about the coming of Santa Blanca.
It's a beautiful day for cocaine. But hey, what day isn't? A special shout out to my boys in Pucara province, building El Sueño's final finca. But let's not be in too big a hurry, okay, boys?
DJ Perico is El Sueño's pet. Let's give him something new to parrot.
Ahí le va su corrido, jefe. Con mucho respeto, viejón. Brinda su corazón a la Santa Muerte. Su mensaje es divino. No vivirán por mucho tiempo, cabrones. Los que se crucen en su camino. A huevo, cabrón. De muchas vidas es el dueño, el evangelio del sueño. Con honor representa la Santa Blanca, de todo el mundo el cartel más grande. ¿O no, mis compas? Es más que humano, mezcla de bestia con hombre. Es un hijo de su pinche madre. Como dice, de muchas vidas es el dueño, el evangelio del sueño. Y ni modo que sea truco, mi compa. Jálale el cuerno. Un saludo para los compas que están allá atrás. Pistiele con ganas, pariente. De la pobreza salió ese compa. Con sangre escribe su historia. Y ahora en delante nadie lo tocará. Ni madre. Y todo lo hace por su gloria. De muchas vidas es el dueño, el evangelio del sueño. Su gracia y su ira no tienen fin. No, señor. Representando a la Santa Blanca. ¡Échale, mi compa! De muchas vidas es el dueño. ¿Pues quién va a ser? El evangelio del sueño. Y así quedó, compa, con mucho cariño. Ahí está su corrido, patrón.
In the old days, the miners made sure to leave offerings to El Tío down in the tunnels. Little things, some tobacco or a handful of coca leaves. Sometimes, if the men knew they would be working a shaft that had an evil reputation, they would pour out cups of Singani over the stones so El Tío would leave them be. The year I turned 25, I was working in a mine near Huayna. It was old and deep. The timbers were rotted and its veins were nearly dry. Times were hard. There was so little coming out of the mine that people barely had enough to eat, much less feed El Tío. We had been working in the deepest parts of the mine for many weeks, and the tunnels had begun to shift and ground. I knew that El Tío was hungry, and that something bad was going to happen. So my brother and I went into the hills one night and killed a llama. That morning, before I went down into the mine, I painted its blood on the entrance as an offering to El Tío. The cave-in happened later that day. 1 minute I was working, the next, I was alone in the darkness. I could hear my friends moaning and crying out in pain, cut off by tons of earth and rock. One by one, my friends fell silent. I sat in the dark and listened to them die. And then it was my turn. A smell came into the air. It was foul, like burnt hair and brimstone. And then, El Tío was there. I couldn't see him, but I could feel him there in that tiny space, right in front of me. I was shaking like a leaf. I held up my hand. To this day, I don't know why, and I heard a sound, a soft, snuffling sound like an animal would make. I could feel hot breath on my palm as the devil bent close to me and smelled the llama blood staining my hand. The next thing I knew, I was in the hospital at La Paz. They told me I had been down in the mine for 15 days. No one could understand why I was still alive. But I knew. That is why I believe in El Tío de la Mina, and why I'll never go down into his realm ever again.
De verdad, Perico. He loves you more than his puppy. He's even talking about joining Santa Blanca. He's only 10 years old, but he's big already, like his father was.
Gracias, mamacita. It fills me with joy. Let me see if I can talk to El Sueño about it. He always has use for young soldiers, especially those with room inside their stomach. Vale, vatos, that's it for today. Perico off the air. Tune in later for more of your favorite DJ this side of the Altiplano. Damn right I'll talk to Sueño. Like the cabrón listens to me anymore. Pinche puta. I'm baller status, way. Yeah, I should be snorting yayo on some fake double D's in the back of a limo in fucking Hollywood right now. Not hacking for a bunch of whiny ass chochas who think they're hardcore because they got SP tattoos on their neck. Fucking disrespecting me, wasting my talent. You know, fuck them. Fuck El Sueño. Fuck El Muro. Fuck La Plaga. Fuck. Perico, Sueño on the phone for you. Yeah, I'll be there in a second.
In local news, Tinku fighter Raul Vargas is moving to the United States of America to start a new career as a mixed martial artist in the new Global Fighting League. Vargas, the undefeated Tinku champion of Charamoco, is well known in Pucara as El Jaguar del Rey. He earned a name during his first Tinku battle by strapping shards of broken glass to his fists. These jaguar claws frightened so many opponents that Vargas won many of his first battles after landing only 1 or 2 powerful blows. Now Vargas, who boasts more than 200 victories as a Tinku fighter, will match his strength and skill against the best fighters in the world of mixed martial arts. No word on whether or not he'll be allowed to use his trademark claws in the arena.
¿Qué pasa, banda? Aquí DJ Perico with great news. Today, we have a very, very special guest in the studio. You're not gonna believe this. El Sueño himself.
¿Qué tal, Perico? Glad to be here today.
Buen día, El Sueño. Welcome to my show. It's truly an honor. So, I heard you're building something down here in Pucara.
Indeed, I am.
Yeah, I have a friend in Todos Santos, works at a train station there. He's ugly as fuck, so he never gets any girl, but the other day he met this chick who showed him some blueprints. Says it's huge, like a temple or something.
A mausoleum.
A what? I'm not exactly up to date on my French here, so can you explain what this means?
Mausoleum. It's a Greek word. Describes a magnificent stone building where kings and emperors are buried.
A tomb?
It's much more than that. It's a token of our accomplishments here in Bolivia. A shrine which will remind everyone that a great man, with the help of a great people, can achieve anything, can make history. Just like Santa Blanca is doing here in Bolivia. Esto es para el pueblo.
저 영묘가 그 마지막 이제 엘수에니오를 잡는 곳이죠. 자, 포카라의 건설 중인 엘수에니오 영묘의 설계도입니다. 영묘란 일종의 무덤으로 주로 왕이나 황제 같은 역사적 위인을 위해 지어지는 거대 구조물입니다. 자, DJ 페리코가 포카라에서 기획한 특별 행사를 위한 전단지입니다. 자, 90년대 후반 LA에서 어렸을 적에 DJ 페리코와 그의 형제 마놀로가 찍힌 사진입니다. 접근하기 힘든 이 멕시코계 미국인 DJ는 산타블랑카가 볼리비아에 온 이래로 카르텔 조직원의 사기를 진작하기 위해 나라 전역에 방송을 중계해 왔습니다. 자, 지하세계의 신 엘티오는 와리라고 불리던 콜롬보 이전 시대의 우루 신에게까지 거슬러 올라가는 볼리비아 광산 문화를 대표하는 존재입니다. 광부들은 보통 광산 깊숙한 곳에 모여서 독주, 담배, 코카잎을 엘티오 석상에 제물로 바치고 안전을 기원했는데 이러한 문화는 포토시 지역에서 유난히 많이 보입니다. 엘티오를 경배하지 않는 자는 죽음과 부상으로 고통받을 것이라 전해집니다. 보통 엘티오는 남성적인 특징이 뚜렷한 악마와 염소의 혼합체로 묘사됩니다. 자, 볼리비아의 은광은 16세기에 에스파냐 정복자가 들이닥치면서 개발되기 시작했습니다. 가장 유명한 은광은 포토시의 부의산 세로리코입니다. 한때 현지인과 아프리카 출신 노예로 구성되었던 인부들은 극도로 열악한 환경에서 일했으며 이 귀금속을 채굴하다가 수백만 명이 목숨을 잃었습니다. 지난 40년간 광업이 급격히 쇠퇴했음에도 불구하고 이 은광들은 여전히 채굴되고 있으며 아직 있군요. 볼리비아에서 광부는 중요한 사회적 및 문화적 구성 요소로 남아 있습니다. 할리카라나소스 영묘는 아르테미시아 여왕이 기원전 353년에 죽은 남편 마우솔로스 왕을 기리기 위해 오늘날의 튀르크의 보드룸에 해당하는 할리카라나소스 시 너머로 보이는 언덕 위에 지은 고대 묘지로 이 영묘는 고대 세계 7대 불가 사이에 하나가 되었습니다. 대리석을 깎아 만든 이 구조물은 높이 43m에 이르러 14세기에 지진으로 파괴되기 전까지 17세기 동안 도시에서 가장 높은 건축물로 남아 있었습니다. 14세기면은 1300년대네요. 그때 지진으로 파괴됐다 그러니까 그 이후까지 만약에 파괴되지 않았으면은 그때까지 파괴되지 않았으면은 그 이후에도 계속 아마 살아남아 있었을 것 같아요. 자, 요거는 임무니까 한번 보시고요. 자, 포카라 지역이었고, 지금 이걸 다 못 끝내겠네. 자, 인카 카메라 요까지만 하죠.